Hi everyone. I've had a lot of requests to do a tutorial on the 3x3 sand door from my Over-Engineering Episode 1 video. So I've been playing around with the design, trying to optimize it as best I can, and I've actually come up with two different designs which I can't pick between. This one here is very easy to build and doesn't use many resources at all. The only downside with it is it's a little bit slower for the door to open. You'll see here when the sand drops, it doesn't drop quite as fast. So I've made this one as well, and it's a lot closer based on the one from the video, but it will drop the sand as fast as possible. But the downside is it uses a bit more resources. So I'm actually going to show you how to build both of them. I would recommend this one if you want to do it with the least amount of wiring and the least amount of resources, and I'd recommend this one if you wanted it to be as fast as possible. So I'm going to do this one first, but if you want to skip directly to the tutorial for this one here, just click the annotation and you'll be taken straight to it. But let's start building. So this design is basically just a triple piston extender. So we're going to start off with two sets of sticky pistons and one set of normal pistons. And then we're going to put blocks with redstone on it in this configuration. So the main thing to remember here is that there's two gap here and a single gap on the other ones. So after this we can mark the floor level, which is going to be just above that redstone. And then we're going to get a sticky piston and put it facing downwards. And on top of that sticky piston will go a lamp and then a block with a lever on it. Now this lamp, because when it turns on it provides a block update, it means that we can control that piston through the block. If it was something else, it wouldn't work. So now we want to put a block on the sticky piston and then build 3 extra blocks down and break the middle 2. Put a torch on that. So when that piston's activated, that will activate this redstone, and we want to connect that directly to the top line. The next line down will be powered from a repeater set to 2 ticks. And then the one at the bottom is going to be actually powered via 2 repeaters. So we're just going to staircase down here, and we're going to have a repeater set to 1 tick here, and then that will power this line through that block, but it will also power this redstone here, which will go into another repeater set on 3 ticks. And what that'll do, it'll mean that these bottom pistons will activate after 1 tick, but when they're turned off, they will deactivate after 4 ticks. Just keeps them on a bit longer. So if we test this out, we'll see that all 3 pistons extend, but when we retract it, we've still got one last step to grab those pistons down. And we're going to do that with a monostable circuit. So we're going to have a torch right here going into a repeater set on 3, which will go into a block with a torch on it, and then a block on top of that. We'll also have that repeater go into a wire into a block with a torch that feeds back into this block. So this is just a monostable circuit that will activate when we turn that lever off and send a single tick pulse into that torch and let those grab those. So let's try it out. There we go. So let's just pop in some sand and we'll be done. Alright, let's give this a go. Perfect. So that's this design done. So next we're going to move on to the second design. We're starting out with a row of sticky pistons topped with a row of regular pistons, and then we're going to make this shape out of blocks. and put redstone wire on all of it. Then we can put a repeater set to 4 here and 2 here, and then we just want to wire this one directly up to the top here. So what this has given us is a double piston extender, just like that. We're also going to need to be able to control these pistons independently, so we're going to wire those up just with repeaters into blocks. And those are going to be triggered by a monostable circuit, and we're going to build that directly here. We're going to put a torch on top here, block on that, a repeater set to 3 into a block, and then a wire coming down here into a torch. And you notice that set off those pistons there. And now we're going to need some extra sticky pistons just here. And these ones are going to push and pull sand from the side, and we're going to wire them up from the top with a repeater set to 2 and wire on top, and that repeater is going to get power from a block here with a torch on it. So if we chuck some sand on here now, we'll see that it will extend the sand up. But you'll probably notice that when it turns off, these pistons will retract too early to grab the sand. So what we need to do is add an extra delay on these pistons so that they will turn off after a longer period of time. We can do that just by putting another row here with repeater set to 4, another one to 4, and then 1 to 1, and wire that in. So now when we turn it on, it'll go up, and it'll wait till just the right time to pull that sand back. Let's put in our floor level. And again, we're going to use a sticky piston upside down here with a lamp on it and a torch with a block on that, 3 down, break those 2, torch on that block. Now we have to get this redstone signal here across to this side, and I found the easiest way to do that is underneath. So I'm just going to dig under and run a wire. So you'll notice that even though this piston appears to be blocking this redstone wire, pistons are actually transparent to redstone, so that signal will actually get through even though that piston seems to be blocking it. So let's just finish this off. Let's give it a go. Beautiful. Anyway, that's it. Check out the description for a world download so you can check out both of these designs if you want to refer to them. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. So until next time, thanks for watching.